So I think in both the class, the till 47th program we have completed implementation. Now moving on to the 48th program. We need to write a function that scans the character string and convert it into its uppercase. In the program, when we were learning about the string, that was the 41th program, that was to convert a string into uppercase, and we have directly used the string function. Now in 48th program, we have to make a function that converts the character into the uppercase. So is my screen visible to all? So moving on to this program, first of all, in the function, we have the first step, that is the declaration step. Function declaration step. I have declared my function above the main function. Then to call a function, I have named the function as upper. I have called the function in my main function. And over here, I have written the function body. What what I have done in this, to convert a string into uppercase, means my input will be input in the lowercase and I need the output as this. This is my output. Now there are some values assigned to each and every letter. So if the string of I is greater than 96 and the string of I is less than 123, means in between the range 96 to 123 there is the lowercase alphabets are valued in form of that. Means small a is equals to 96, small b is equals to 97, till z is equals to 123. So this is have your some of the characters will have some value in it, means it will be having some ASCII values in which they are stored, so that when I am pressing this a, the inside it will be converted to some number and then it will be printing on my screen. So there are some values through which we can access these letters, these characters. So 96 to, if it is 96 less than 123, then I need to minus 32 from it. So if I have entered I means I will be having some value, so that I minus 32, and I will get the capital I as an output. The for loop I have taken, that is for the string of I, means until my characters will be there, the loop will work. So I'm executing this program, entering the string as input, and my output is the uppercase letter of each and every. So it will, in the for loop, it will take one by one each character and subtract 32 from its value. So we will get the uppercase letter of each and every character entered. This getters function is to take the string from the user, and in this upper function I have passed the variable that is str, in which my string will be stored. The variable, the function upper, and the argument to be passed is I have passed the character array, then integer I, printf the uppercase, and then this for loop, the for loop is will be going till the length of I, means till the string length, and then I plus plus. So it will take first of all the first character of mine, that is I. It will check whether the I is less than the value of I is less than 96, or and it is the value of I is greater than 96, or it is less than 123. So if the entered thing, means if I enter I in the backend, the the program will be taking some ASCII values of that character entered. So it, so how the program will know? Program will know through his ASCII value. It will not see with the character itself that it is I have entered. So it will be checking the ASCII value of that. If this condition gets true, then it will subtract 32 from that value they got, and then it will be printing the output string. So output string will be the uppercase of the string entered. So moving on to next, that is write a program to read a structure element from the keyboard. So how you can define the structure? Can anyone tell me that how you can define the structure? So first of all, what is structure? In array, we were storing elements of same data type. Whereas in the structure, we'll be storing the collection of elements of different data types. Of different data types. Same as the function means function is having some of the tasks to perform. Whereas in structure, structure will be declared with the struct variable. Have we were declaring the function that was with data type. Data type. While declaring the structure, we need to write the struct keyword. Struct keyword, then the name or the structure tag means there should be some identical name. For example, if I want to create a structure which takes the student details, so my structure name would be student underscore details. So what are the elements that we need from the student in the student details? That is roll number. So roll number is an integer value. So that is integer roll number. So this students list will be of some number, means it is the whole class list. So to store the collection of the class list, we need an array, means to store the for for just storing the numbers from 1 to 10 we were taking array. Now we are upgrading, means we need to store the name, the enrollment number or the roll number of the student and its marks. So to store all the three in one thing, we are using structure. So I need to store the details of 10 students. So I'm taking over here as integer roll number for 10 students. Now same as character, the name, same for the 10 students. Now I need marks. So that is integer marks. That is also 10. Now, when I want to store the data in this structure, that I will be storing into my main function. So how I'll be storing that? Structure name dot variable. And equal to my data. So for here, I'm taking it for the roll number. So what will be the student details? So I'll be declaring the structure name. Through which we will denote the structure. Means I'm declaring a variable of this structure data type. Now this is my data type. So I'm declaring the variable of that structure data type. That is struct dash student detail. So this is my structure name and I'm declaring the variable of this type, that is S1. Now if I need to store the value in S1, so I will write S1 dot roll number is equals to 1. S1 dot name is equals to student. Student 1. Now S1 dot marks is equals to 50. So this way I can store my data in the structure. So repeating once again, first of all, you need to declare a structure. How you can declare a structure? That is struct keyword, structure name, and its variables. Now, to store a data into structure, you need to create a structure variable. Means the object of a structure student detail. So I have created the object of this is S1. And then to store any, this are its variables. So to store in its variables, you need to store it by S1 means object name dot variable and equals to the value to be stored. So the first example, first program related to structure is define a structure of type struct. uh, Sorry, the first program is write a program to read a structure element from keyboard. So over here I have declared this values. In the program, what we need to do, we need this values from the user. So first of all, I want you to declare a struct. Declare a structure, name read, take one variable in it and call that variable in the main. Then how to take the value that I will teach you. But first of all, make a structure.
और उस दिल में क्या रखा है,
Deepak Kumar, just turn off your
तेरा ही
mic.
दर्द छुपा। और बढ़िया।
Deepak Kumar, just turn off your mic.
चल क्या हुआ?
So all of you declare a structure having the one variable in it and just let me know once it is done. So in this program, I have declared a structure, that structure book. The book is having its ID, name, and price. I've declared an object of a structure book. Same way when we were using the scanf to take the input from the user for any variable, same way we are doing in the structure. So scanf, whatever the data type is, so first of all, the data type of ID is integer, so percentage %d, object name dot variable, that is ID. Another book name, that is percentage %s, object name dot variable. The third is book price, that is the float variable, so percentage %f, m% b1 dot price, so object name dot price. And then the 3 printf statement, it is the same way what we were doing while taking the simple variable and printing the simple variable. We were taking the statement, that is printf double quotes. For example, I'm printing the sum. The sum is equals to percentage %d, comma, the variable sum. Same way in the structure, you need to print the structure variable using the its object's name dot variable name. So the variable is your ID and the object is b1, so b1 dot ID. This was just a variable when we were writing the simple programs. Now this is not just a variable, it is a structure variable. So structure variable is called using is its object name. So b1 dot ID, b1 dot name, and b1 dot price. So executing the program, I'm taking the book ID as 1, book name, SC programming, and book price 300. So book ID 1, book name C programming, and book price 300. Anybody is having any doubts regarding the structure? Anyone is having any doubt? Now moving on to next, that is define a structure type struct personal. Over here you have given that you have to declare this. The structure name is given to you, that you have to declare struct personal. That would contain person name, date of joining, and salary. Using this structure, you need to read the information of 5 people. Till now, we were reading for just one. When we declared the structure book, we had read the detail. We have taken the user input only for one book, not more. Now we have to take it for the 5 book. Then print the same on the screen. So you need to take the user input and you need to print for 5 people. And what are the details you need to keep in structure personal? That is person name, date of joining, and its salary is to be stored in the structure personal. So try making structure by yourself so that you get clear with its declaration. Try it by yourself. Just try to make the structure so that you can be clear with how to make a structure in the implementation part. To make a structure, that is struct keyword, then structure name. We are already given with the structure name, that is personal. Now in place of roll number, we have to use the person name, its date of joining, and salary. You need to include these 3 things in your structure. Try to make just a structure by yourself so that you get clear with the declaration portion of the structure, and then declare a structure object in integer main. Do this much and then just let me know. I'm giving you 5 minutes. Do it and just let me know in the chat box. All of you try to implement this. This is included in your second semester exam, second midsem exam. Whether it is MCQ or anything, you will be asked with the declaration portion, that how it is declared. And this is important from the point of view of your exam. Try to just declare the structure and then just let me know so that I can move further. So all of you pay attention here now. I'm performing this. First of all, including the header files. Now declaring the structure. So the structure name, that is struct personal. So to declare the structure, I need to use the struct variables. So struct personal character name to get a name from the user. So that is 20. I'm keeping it. Now integer day. We need the date of joining. So day, month, and year to get the date of joining. The question is this, that define the structure type struct personal. So it has already been given to you that you have to declare the struct personal. That would contain person name, date of joining, salary. You need to read the information of 5 people and print. So for date of joining, I'm taking the day. Day means, for example, it is the date of joining is 1, 2. So the day is 1st Feb 2020. So for that, first of all, day will be storing the date, then month, and then year. Character, month, salary in float. So now everything is covered, name, date of joining, and salary. At the end of the structure, you have to place the semicolon. Now, in the integer main, declaring the struct variable, so struct personal T1 semicolon. So now we need to take the input for 5 people. For 5 persons. So I'm taking the loop, that is for loop. So declaring the variable for I is equals to 0, I less than or equal to 5 because we need for the 5 people, and I plus plus. Printf, enter details. Scanf, first of all, it is first name, the character S, then percentage D for the date, then percentage S for the month, again percentage D for the year, and percentage F for salary. To access the personal structure, to access the structure personal means to store the data into the personal structure. I have declared the object P1. So P1 dot name, comma, P1 dot P1 dot name, comma, ampersand P1 dot date, comma, P1 dot month, P1 dot year, P1 dot salary. Now, after reading the input, we need to print. So printf name colon percentage S. Let us directly say percentage S, percentage D, percentage S, percentage D, and percentage F for the salary, comma, slash n. Same. Now accessing the variables to print. So printf dot name, comma, p1 dot day, comma, p1 dot month, comma, p1 dot year, comma, p1 dot salary. When I have taken the character array and percentage S, we don't need to write the ampersand over there. So entering details, the name, I'm taking it. First of all, the name, that is student, space, day, I'm taking as 2, then month as February, year as 2020, and salary as 45,000. So now again entering the details of second student, second, that is person 1, 3 January 2020, and it is 35,000. The detail of third, because let me take this third 5 June 2020 and 15,000. Then for the fourth, 6 April 2021, and the salary is 25. Then for the last one, that is 5th April 2021, the salary is 35. So it's done. The other question is to define the structure data type called time struct. Means you need to declare the structure name as time or struct. 3 members, that is integer r, integer minute, and integer second. Develop a program that assigns the value to the individual number and display the number into the following format. So from this program, we will be continuing in the next lab, but this 51st program, not that, you need to perform this 52 number program, that is to make a structure named cricket that will be having following variables, that is player name, team name, and batting average. And that also the cricket array will be having 50 elements in it. So when you are declaring over here the object of this cricket, that will be an array of 50. So this loop will be continuing till 50, 50, and you have to get the data in form of array, and you need to display. At least if you cannot implement the whole program, just try to implement till the making an object of a structured cricket, and then we'll be discussing it in the next lab, that is tomorrow. So all of you give me your attendance in the chat box, and then you can leave the session. Thank you, everyone. Okay, students, thank you all of you. You can leave the